Like to welcome everybody to the Kingdom Group's presentation. Today, glad you could be with us. We're going to take your questions at the very end. Again, we are the Kingdom Group, and today's presentation, we are representing WCM 777. Glad you could be with us again. We're going to cover a lot of information, including the leadership of the company, the products, services, as well as the opportunity where you can earn. Again, we'll be taking your questions at the very end. So let's get started with today's presentation. Beginning with World Capital Market, the parent company of a few of the companies we're going to discuss, and they have offices all around the world. In fact, more offices than you see on your screen. They are a private international merchant bank serving so many companies. We're going to cover all of that. Now, we are WCM 777, the marketing wing for World Capital Market, with headquarters based in Hong Kong, and they are located in this building. And this is the first floor up to the second floor and the reception area of the building. It's important to have a prestigious place because you're going to see the companies that they represent, actually their clients. And they have right now over 700 clients. And here's just a few of them. You may be familiar with them. And from time to time, we change the slide because, again, there's 700 of them. And we also have ways that you can see some of the funding that is going on because they do funding, portfolio management, consulting, and so much more, acquisitions and mergers, partnerships. And we'll discuss a few of those. Now, the recent purchase of World Capital Market is Glen Ivy Golf Club in California. This is the president of the company addressing the kind of celebrations as a grand opening. Here he is with the news media and with a group of the leaders of the company. Now, this is not your typical 18-hole golf course. This is a 72-hole golf course, and that is one of the most expensive areas in California, just to show you how powerful this organization is. You're going to also, as a member of this program, given a golf cart where you can get discounts on tee times at this amazing Glen Ivy Golf Club. Also, under the World Capital Market is Global Holdings Group. And here they've created a partnership with a $20 million shopping mall, as well as an oil company in California valued at around $800 million. A lot of purchase power going on here. The president of the company, we're going to show you some of the leaders, Dr. Phil Ming Zhu, and a little bit about him. He's co-founder of World Capital Market, and that was in 2003. He has taken 8 companies public around the world. One of his portfolio companies sold for $400 million. He has a master's degree in communications from USC, and he was a graduate of the Finance and Equity program. Now, that's from the Harvard Business School. And in 1999, he co-founded Harmony Investments International, providing consulting services to the Netherlands government. He's pretty much all over the place. Somebody that you want as a leader. We can all learn from his experience, which is something that is really unusual for our industry. Most of us that, you know what I'm talking about in network marketing, we normally don't follow somebody of this magnitude. A little bit more on Dr. Phil Ming Zhu. Recently, there was a Kingdom Economic Summit, and that was, you can see on the date here, November 5th through the 10th in 2013. They had many speakers from around the world, and here is president of World Capital Market and associated with what we are doing right now, Dr. Phil Ming Zhu. Here you see him at the mayoral inauguration for the new mayor in Los Angeles. Again, getting his name out there, but getting public, which is really key if you want to build a successful organization. Now the CEO, Tiger G. Liu, he is CEO of WCM 777, has a master's degree in computer science from USC. He also has about 10 years of marketing experience, and he was an executive officer at 2 USA-based companies and recipient of Presidential Champion Award Gold. And that was for the work that he did, and that came from the Department of Health and Human Services, mainly for his service that he provides to others. Again, great leaders, people that we want to follow. And there are so many more leaders in the company. We have bios of all the people that you see on your screen right now. You see Chief Attorney, Dr. Vincent Messina. He's on staff. This is not an attorney that they retain. And again, we can get you all the information. It doesn't stop here. Here's another slide with more of the executive officers of this great organization. Now, going back a few years to 2008, and again, the World Capital Market is an international private merchant bank. And you can see that they were recognized as selected as one of the top international investment institutions in 2008. In fact, Dr. Phil Ming Zhu has been awarded the title of top most prominent Asia investors. So strong leadership, and as we discussed earlier, what they try to do is strategic planning, mergers, acquisitions, financing. They do joint ventures, and the big one you see here, we're going to talk a little bit more about, is IPOs, initial public offerings. And that's a major part of what our opportunity is about. Now, the mission. First, starting off, the goal is to purchase 300 companies over the next 10, maybe even 15 years, and to create and bring them public. See, we're going to have pre-IPOs you'll be able to take advantage of, IPOs, stock swaps, a number of these. But the goal is to take all these companies public. Now, the first company we're going to take public is going to be introducing the Kingdom Card, which is an alternative currency, a new currency based on precious metals, gas, and oil. And the company's goal really is to recruit and compensate, the keyword, entrepreneurs, to help finance and promote the ventures mentioned above through the company WCM 777. That's what we do. And you'll see as we go along in the presentation, as we get toward the end, it'll start making sense. Just to show you that they are registered in Hong Kong, as you can see here this past year, a new company getting ready to take over the world really by storm. Just to let you know, WCM 777 is an international e-commerce company. You are responsible for the laws where you live. You're also responsible for your taxes. Press release, important to get the word out there. I'm sure you're familiar with the Wall Street Journal. Here's the press release. Now, the importance of this press release for this presentation, let me show you something. On September 19th, 2013, the company was at only 16,000 members worldwide. That's WCM 777. This is not ground floor, folks. This is the basement, as low as you're going to get, because we are in at the right time, and we all know timing is everything. But they're talking about long-term with this opportunity, taking all these companies public within the next 10 to 15 years. Now, World Cloud Media is the first product we're going to talk about, cloud technology. Now, aligning yourself with a strong company and a reputable company is extremely important, such as Siemens, one of the largest and most respected companies in the world, November 26, 2012. Now, this Siemens is such a large company, guys. And I want you to understand this. People call me upset. I hear that there is no agreement. There's a press release from Taiwan about Siemens. The contract was not with World Capital Market. It was with WCM 777, and it was not based out of the Taiwan office. It was based out of an agent representative for Siemens in the United States. And these offices don't communicate with each other. So I just wanted to set the record straight for people that call me. This product is in existence. I use it every single day. It's the real deal, and it's amazing. Now, what is cloud technology? Well, first of all, cloud technology, you think of multi-servers out there processing data in space, the internet, in fractions of a second. If you have a slow computer, guess what? It's going to turn into a supercomputer, because all those files that slow your computer down, you can put them on your cloud. And the beauty of this is you get unlimited data, not this limited data that you get and you fill it up quickly. This is unlimited. You could be at somebody else's house on your friend's computer, and you can log in and then see your computer right there. All the files you save on your cloud, you can see from any computer in the world as long as you have internet. It's that great. And there's so much more we're going to talk about with this product. Next product is the Kingdom Card. And the first company that we're going to take public, which is under the World Capital Market umbrella, is 2 Pacific Inc. And I tell you guys, the Kingdom Card is amazing. It's going to set financial history. There are 3 cards: a red card you see at the top left, a gold card, and a platinum card. The red card That's for people that are not in the opportunity. So yes, we do have products for people that don't participate in the opportunity, and they can use this card. It will start off as a cash fill card rather, so they can get rewards, places that they go shopping, mainly online, and then also in some stores. Then it's going to become a debit card, and finally, if they qualify, it'll be a credit card. The gold card is part of the Merchant Card Services program. If you wish, you have the opportunity to market merchant services to businesses all around the world. And why would businesses want to sign up for this card? Well, typically you see merchant fees anywhere from 2% to 5%. This card has a 1% merchant fee. In fact, if it's a nonprofit or not for profit organization, the merchant fee doesn't exist. It's zero to help out that organization. And if you decide to market this product, guess what? You can get earned profit points or points on every single sale. And then when you reach a certain amount of points, you are paid. So this is residual income. The platinum card is for the affiliates or the members of WCM 777. That's us. And you can use that for shopping on the marketplace. You can also use that for buying stock in the future. And also you can use it to withdraw your commissions. So your money goes into the card, and then you can set it up with a Visa or MasterCard debit card directly to your bank. Now let's continue on how all this works. Now, why would a merchant want this card? Because it's going to lock in the consumers to keep coming back, because the card that they give out to their consumers is going to earn rewards and points. They can refill the card until it becomes a debit card or credit card. So they, again, put the money in the card and they earn the points, they get discounts. Also, they're going to be able to promote this card because they will have an opportunity to get on the marketplace, an international marketplace where other consumers can see them anywhere in the world. So they'll get international exposure. The most exciting part of this card is this next bullet point. They've created an international transaction platform, and they're going to have their own international financial currency. That's the profit point based on precious metals, gas, and oil. Everything is in place. The processing center. This is not Visa. This is not MasterCard or American Express. This is going to be the Kingdom card, and you have the opportunity in creating this new currency to be a part of this. That is setting financial history. You know, people say, well, paper money's been around for a while. It hasn't. It hasn't been around that long at all. Before that, there was coins. Before that, we had metals, you know, it's gold, silver. And before that, clothing, animals, whatever people could barter. That's what they did. So you are setting financial history. This is going to be a major role of what's going to happen in the future. Now, there's ways that you can market the Kingdom card, and they have training. They had some training in Los Angeles recently, and now they're moving it to another. I don't have the new location yet, but I've also been told that it's going to be available online very soon. A tutorial with a quiz, just to show you this is the class that they had. And amazed, Jimmy Zhao was the project manager for this whole thing. It's called a Qualified Introducer, or QI, and that means you're certified. You can go out and market the card. There was so much room, or there's so many people at the training. It was filled up that they had to rent or get another location. This was at the office. So they did it at the DoubleTree Hotel in California. And these were some of the dates they had recently. They're going to have some more dates coming up, and hopefully very soon online and in different languages. You can see standing room only, 2 locations, just not enough. Guys, this opportunity is growing so fast. And this was like about 2 months ago. For those watching the recording, it's dated. But again, this is your opportunity, and we're going to get into so much more and other ways. There are 7 additional ways for you to get paid in this program, and we're going to touch on all of them very briefly because we're on a time restraint. I know you're busy today. There are 5 ways to get into this opportunity, but we're going to talk about the 2 most popular ways, and I think probably the 2 best ways. Just contact the person that invited you here if you want to hear about the other ways that you can be or whether you can get started. The first one is a junior distributor, $399. It has a business volume of 300 BVs, which is 99 less than what you paid for. Now, the business volume is very important later on in the presentation because it has a lot to do with the compensation plan. So we will refer to that later on. But really, where can you start a business of this kind? And you haven't even seen the ways you can earn yet. This is kind of backwards. Usually you hear about the prices at the end or how much it costs. This is so good we talk about it up front. And when you see the ways that you can earn, you're going to say, how are they doing this? We're going to tell you how they're doing this at the end. You're going to also get 1 year of unlimited space, which is a deal in itself, and the music station and raffle tickets, because very soon they're going to start giving away all kinds of prizes on a regular basis, and you could possibly win. And you get the opportunity, of course. The most popular way is the director package. We also call packages units. You'll see me referring to them as units. $19.99, 1,900 BVs, but you get 5 years of everything, which means you get unlimited space. You get the music station, a books library, videos and movies, gaming, everything. Gaming is coming soon. A full package, and that's for 5 years. You know, if you wanted to get unlimited cloud space from a good company and you priced it, you'd pay $1,500 a year. 1 year, $399. 5 years, $19.99. It just doesn't get better. Plus the opportunity. In fact, I'm going to show you how to get it for free. Just watch and pay close attention how all this works. Now, there are 3 wallets involved, and these are in-house wallets. They do not use third-party wallets or processing centers. The first wallet is an e-wallet, and the e-wallet is where your commission goes every day. And as soon as the money hits your e-wallet, you could withdraw that right away. The B wallet is used on only one plan. In fact, out of the 7 plans, it's the plan number 1, which is called the Global Selling Bonus. Now, when most people get paid, usually the money's gone almost immediately, within a few days. And WCM 777 realizes that. And we have a program that's 100 days based on 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. At the end of that term, you need to repurchase your packets. They wanted to make sure you didn't have to dig deep into your pocket. So on just one of the programs, the first one we're going to discuss, 50% goes into a B wallet, and the other 50% is yours to take out right away. So you are going to make money very fast. Next, we have a big favorite of everyone, the P wallet. Why is this a favorite? Well, on 6 of the 7 programs, number 2 through 7, 20% of your earnings is a bonus. And that bonus is going to go into your P wallet for shopping or for future company stock. That's right. They're going to pay you to shop, or they're going to pay you to buy stock, or both. I've never seen that anywhere before. Let's start off with the first plan, moving right along. This is the Global Selling Bonus. This is passive income. What does that mean? That means you don't need to refer anyone to get this. That's right. You don't have to refer anyone to get this. This is strictly what I call profit sharing, Monday through Saturday, 6 days a week, 100-day term, which is about 4 months. I'm going to show you the junior distributor and the director. If you want to see others, speak to the person that invited you here. Now, if you had money to put in the bank, let's say $399, we'll say $400. Now, if you put $400 in the bank, what would be your return in a year? Pretty much nothing. Well, look at this. With this program, you're going to get $2 in your e-wallet every day, 6 days a week, and $2 every day in your B wallet, 6 days a week, $4 a day. There is no way that's going to happen. I don't know of any other way you can get that. And again, this is an amazing boost for you to take advantage of. Now, let me ask you a question. When I talk to people about this opportunity, you're going to see there's 7 ways, really 8 ways to earn with the Kingdom card. Got to keep it simple in the beginning. Let me ask you a question. If you had $2,000, where would you put your money? When I ask that question, most people come back to me and say, a bank. And what are you going to get after a year? What's your return going to be? $10 minus the $20 service fee. See, you're not going to get anything. Maybe a CD or a money market with mutual funds and stocks, you're not really guaranteed. It could go up, it could go down. Well, if I can show you how to take that same $2,000 and get $300 to $400 a month, would you like to know what I'm doing? It's this, the opportunity right in front of you. You see, $16 every day is going to go into my e-wallet that I can take out, and the other $16 are going to go into my B wallet. So I have money to repurchase after 100 days. So let's look at this closely. There's about 25 pay periods in a month if you're paid Monday through Saturday. So 16 times 25 is $400. That's $400 a month. Where are you going to get that return? That in itself, plus you're getting the cloud technology, is a reason to do this opportunity, because you see, you just paid for your cloud with a director position. Pretty much is going to cover it. So no excuses here. We don't see this kind of return anywhere, but there's more. It's not just that. In fact, 4 of the 7 ways are passive. Here's another one. Passive, again, means you don't have to refer or sponsor anyone. But I will tell you, when you see all of this, you're going to want to know why. Let's take a close look. I showed you 2 packages where you can come in, a junior distributor or a director. Well, you're not limited to one position. In fact, you can buy or build to these positions with your commission. Let's take a close look. You can, if you have the money up front, you could buy multiple packages or units, as many as you want. They're $19.99 each. On the screen, we show $2,000 to keep it simple, but as many as you want. Or through the earnings, your commission, you can get additional units or packages. So 1 unit, we say $2,000 rounded off, is $400 a month. We look at the next one. 2 units, if you purchase that, you're getting $800 a month. 3 units, $1,200 a month. 4 units, $1,600 a month. Now, how about this one? This is a little puzzling here. 5 units. How are we getting $2,400 a month from 5 units if it's $400 a month? Does that make sense? Shouldn't it be $2,000? No, because the profit that you're making from those 4 units will allow you through your commissions to buy your 6th unit. 6 times 400 is 2,400. So your net is really $2,400 a month. And one of those units came from the commissions, your earnings, not out of pocket. Now, how much money do you need to have in a bank to earn like this? Seriously, it may take you 175 years to reach that goal. We were doing some of the math. It's kind of ridiculous. We don't have many options in life when it comes to savings and earnings. This is just one valuable tool in a way. Hopefully we get this across to you and it makes a lot of sense. Let's talk about the second way that you earn it, and it's passive as well. It's called the Global Consumption Bonus. Again, no referring required. The way this works is the company has a forced matrix. Okay, and this forced matrix is 3 legs wide, infinite levels deep, and it's forced. It fills from left to right. Everybody in the company participates. You don't have to refer anyone. Because you see, when somebody comes into the opportunity, they go into the company force matrix, and you're given a spot on that force matrix of 3 legs wide, 7 levels deep. So whenever you come in, you're getting 3 legs wide, 7 levels deep, and other people are putting packages or units into your matrix. See, it's not people, it's packages or units, because someone may buy 5 or 10 units, and that fills into your matrix. You're getting compensated for that, and you get $7 for each unit that falls in your matrix, whether you put them there or not. And I can almost guarantee you that probably none of them are going to be from you. It's going to be from somebody else. Even if you don't sponsor anybody and somebody falls in there, you get a unit, $7. 80%, $5.60 goes into your e-wallet. You can withdraw right away. And the other 20% goes into your P-wallet for shopping or to buy future company stock. If your matrix fills up, and it may take a little bit of a while, that's $22,953. And if you have multiple units or packages, like say you bought 5, you'd have 5 matrices. And remember, we talked about that after a 100-day term, you need to repurchase. Well, guess what? The first one stays there, and you're going to get another one when you repurchase, and then another one when you repurchase again, which is 3 times a year. So at the end of the year, you're going to have 3 of these matrices filling up, and we're only on the 2nd plan. This keeps getting better. The 3rd plan is also passive income, which means no sponsoring, no referring, and this is a binary. So far we've seen profit sharing, force matrix, and now a binary. Now, when we normally discuss binaries, that means 2 legs wide. Okay, you have 2 legs, a left and a right. You need some type of matching. A binary usually has to have a match. Your left and your right side has to be kind of equal to issue an earning or a commission. We do have that, but on this bonus, there is no matching required. You heard that right. No matching required. In fact, when somebody comes into your binary, and this could be done by people above you and people below you. Give you an example. I introduced you to this opportunity, and I put somebody below you because I only have a left and a right side. That's a unit. That's $6 for you. And if they bring in 10 people, guess what? That's $60 for you. 80%, which is $4.80, goes in your e-wallet, and 20%, $1.20, goes into your P-wallet. Now, the amount of levels deep that you get paid on this bonus is based on your package. As you can see highlighted on your screen, 7 levels deep. If you fill your binary, your junior distributor pays through 7 levels, is $1,524. Now you ask why people want to be a director. Look at the difference. A director gets paid through 15 levels. Now, when I talk to people, they say, well, that's only double. Maybe $3,000. No, because as a binary goes deep, it also goes very wide. Look at that units column. 15 levels deep. Total bonus for a director could be as much as $393,204. If you have 5 packages, you've got 5 binaries. And they'll keep filling, and it keeps going and going. This is just an amazing program. And every time you repurchase, which is 3 times a year, you get another binary. And you're wondering, how is all this being paid out? Don't worry, we will cover this at the end. We're not used to seeing this kind of money, but I'll show you how it's done. The referral bonus. This is the first plan where it does require some type of building, whether you're going to refer or sponsor somebody. And now you've seen 3 ways that you can earn. Why would you not refer this? You go to a movie, you like the movie, you tell people to see it. You go out to a restaurant, you like the food, you tell your friend to go see it, but they pay you nothing. Here's an opportunity for you to get paid to refer people. Why wouldn't you do it? It's such a great program. If you introduce somebody to this program, you're going to get 20% of the business volume. Let's use the director, which is 1900 BV's business volume, as an example. No matter what package you purchase, you're going to get 20%. 20% of 1900 is $380. Let's break that down. 304 is 20%. That is yours. That goes into the e-wallet. You can take out as soon as it hits the e-wallet, which is usually the next business day. The other 20%, $76, goes into your P-wallet. That's 76. That's bonus money. They are paying you to go shopping or to buy future company stock. This just doesn't get too much better than this. But it doesn't stop there, because they want to keep the referrals going. They want to keep us around. And at the very end, I'm going to tell you why they're doing all of this. Not just where the money's coming from, but why. What's the reasoning behind all of this? Well, there are overrides through 6 generations. And again, you're going to see the advantage of being a director. A junior distributor gets 1%, which is $19. The director gets 3%, which is $57 through 6 generations deep. Now, if you don't know what that means, let's say I brought you in the opportunity and you bring in a director, you'll get $380. And on that person, if I'm a director, I will get $57. But I didn't bring them in. But that keeps me in the opportunity, and you'll see why. Now let's talk about the graded bonus. And I like to break this down. When you go out to eat, you don't finish your food. You take it home, and the next day you eat it. What it's called? It's called leftovers. And I just want to simplify the terminology so it makes sense. The company, when they pay overrides, you just saw in the last one, pay plan 4, the referral bonus is always 3%. They always pay out 3%. But we also learned on the last slide that a junior gets 1%. So who gets the difference? Who gets the 2% they left over? The director. So if you're a director and you introduce a junior distributor, they're going to get through 6 generations a 1% override, and you're going to get their 2% plus your 3%. So you'll end up with $95 if there's a junior directly below you through 6 generations. Again, it just keeps getting better and better. Some of you need to be visual, so I'm going to explain pay plan number 4 and 5 together. referral and graded bonus. You got some happy people here. This is you, you're a director. You introduce a junior distributor on your first generation. Now, that junior distributor, you're going to get 20% of 300 BVs, and that's $60. Next, Generation 1 junior distributor. They introduce and sponsor a director, which is on your second generation. Everybody gets 20%, so they're going to make $380. Keep in mind they paid $399. They've already got $380, so they're pretty much going to make a profit very soon. You're going to get 3%. Now, that second generation director, they bring in a third generation director. The second generation director gets the 20%, which is $380. The junior gets 1%, which is $19, and you get their leftovers. The 2% plus your 3% referral bonus. Remember those leftovers? That's your 2%. That's $95. Pretty simple. So don't say no to a junior distributor because they need help. They may not have the money, and you're giving them a head start. And later on, they can't upgrade, but they can get another position or another package as a director. So, but once you have a junior, that's what you have. Now, the binary matching bonus, and this is where most of the money comes from. You're saying, well, there's already a lot. Well, this is really where it goes to another level. Pay close attention to this slide because we have a lot going on. You're going to be seeing a lot of numbers in the next few slides. We don't expect you to memorize this. This is going to be recorded and put on the Kingdom Group website, hopefully tonight, tomorrow morning. I'm going to try and get it tonight at thekingdomgroup.org, thekingdomgroup.org. Now let's take a look at the binary matching bonus. And again, you can rewind this when you're watching it over and over so it makes sense. We're going to use directors, 1900 BVs, as an example. So whenever you have matching sets of directors, watch what happens. This is you, you're A, you're director. And on your left and your right side, you got two sides. It's a binary. Remember, keep in mind the left side and the right side. B comes into your binary. Now, how could B get there? Well, you could put B there. In fact, anybody above you, all the way up to the top, could put B there. We work together as a team. So let's say your sponsor brought in B. You didn't bring in B. That's 1,900 BVs as a director. Now, since this is a matching bonus, there's no commission paid out yet because you have one. You need a pair or a set. So you need one on the other side, on the right side, to get paid. So your sponsor brought in B. You bring in C. Now you have a set of directors. What does that mean when you have a set of directors? One on the left, one on the right? $100. $80 in your e-wallet, $20 in your p-wallet for future stock and shopping. Okay, so again, this is a great opportunity for you to earn even more. And is this going to continue? Let's keep going because this is so exciting, guys. B or maybe A or maybe anybody above you. Let's say somebody above you brings in D. 1,900. Now you don't have a pair because there's only your second one is on the left. The first B and C have been used. So you need one more pair. Somebody else has to come in. So A can bring in this next person, C can bring this next person, or anybody above can bring in G. Now you got your second set. See, B and C was your first set. D and G is your second set. Same thing, another $100. Let's continue. B brings in E and C brings in F. You didn't bring in any of them. In fact, you just brought in C. That's all you brought in. Look what you're earning. Another $100. That's $300. Let's change the scenario a little bit. You have positions A, B, and C. You bought 3 units, all right? A, B, and C. Take a close look. B and C, they're getting large. Guess what? That's $100 for A. D and G, $100 for A. E and F, $100 for A. But you also own positions B and C. So let's take a look what happens here. For B, D and E is a set because C on the left side, you have D. On the right side, you have E, and that's for B, another $100. How about C? What does C have? F and G. That's another pair. F on the left, G on the right, another $80. That's $500. Now, the beauty of this is every time you have a matching pair of directors, you're getting $100 to infinity. See, this doesn't stop at 2 levels. This keeps growing and growing. Infinite levels deep until you max out at 10,000 per day per unit owned. So if you had A, you can make up to 10,000 a day because it goes through, because other people, D, E, F, and G, they're going to bring in people. It keeps growing and growing. Now, if you had A, B, and C, that's 3 units, you could make up to 30,000 a day. It doesn't happen overnight. It does take time to grow. Let's do a quick review. And this is of a few of the plans combined, not the profit sharing, but not the graded bonus. Those two are not included here. But let's take a close look here. You see B right there? We're going to say that you sponsor or refer B and C. So you're going to get $380 for B, and you're going to get $380 for C. Let's continue. B and C is also a matching pair, so that's $100. D and G is a matching pair, $100. E and F is a matching pair, and that's for you, A at the top. It keeps going. You got D, 3% override on the, remember that referral bonus? That's $57. E, 3% referral bonus, $57. F, 3% referral bonus. G, 3% referral bonus. It just keeps going. Now, let's go back to that binary where it's $6 per unit that comes in. Well, if you look at that, A has 6 units below them, so they're going to get $6 for each one of them. And out of that, 29 is in the P wallet and 7 is in the E, rather 29 in E wallet, 7 in the P wallet total, which brings you to $1,059 in your E wallet plus $265 in your P wallet. But it gets better. This happens 3 times a year, every time you repurchase. So look at your totals. With just 6 people, $3,177 a year in your e-wallet, and $795 to go shopping or to buy stock. And we're talking 2 levels. Some of these plans pay to infinity. It keeps growing and growing and growing. So imagine what you can get here. Really, it's up to you. You control your own destiny. Finally, coming very soon is going to be profit points, earning points. This is passive, no sponsorship or referring required. The best way to describe this is a private stock offering. So let's start how all this works. Anything that you earn in this portion or this plan, you're going to get 20% that goes into your P wallet, which you put right back in and get more profit points. You can also use your e-wallet to purchase profit points. So your commission can earn profit points and your P-wallet can earn profit points. Why would you want to do that? Well, let me show you. It's called the growth of profit points, and this is amazing. Each profit point starts at 10 cents. So if you had $100, you would have 1,000 profit points. But let's just keep it simple at 10 cents. I'm going to explain it 2 different ways. This is extremely important to understand, guys, because this is major income here. Every time the company grows by 100,000 BVs, whether you bring somebody in or not, it's the entire company. This is 50 director units. That profit point increases by 1/10 of a penny. Now you're saying that's a little for a lot of work. There are people coming in with more than 50 units, one person. This is going to happen very fast. Now, what does this 1/10 of a penny mean? Well, when it goes up 1/10 of a penny at a time, and it reaches 20 cents, which is approximately 5,000 director units, maybe 1 month's worth of work, maybe less, but let's say 1 month, 4 weeks, okay? Your profit points are going to double and split. That means you just doubled what you put in 4 weeks. And this is coming soon, guys. So this is part of the alternative currency. The profit points, they control the value. Now, if you needed some money, you can sell back 10% of what you make to the platform that we've got there, the auction platform. Other people can get it. So let's talk about it. When it goes from 10 cents to 20 cents, your points double and then they split. So whatever you have, like 1,000 becomes 2,000. Then the 2,000 1 month later is 4,000. 1 month later, 8,000, 16,000, 32. I think you're reading it and you get the idea. And this is about a month apart, and this does not include adding any new profit points that you're earning through the entire process, which is going to happen. You will get additional profit points, but we're not even including that, just to keep it more conservative. What does this mean in dollar terms? Let's say you had $5,000 in profit points. I know some of you have a lot more, But let's keep it to 5,000. Well, in 1 month, that will double to 10,000. 2 months, 20,000. 3 months, 40,000. 4 months, 80,000. 5 months, 160,000. It just keeps going on and on. I think you could do the math at that point. And how does this happen? I'm going to show you very soon and how all this money comes in and where it's coming from. So you can see this is an exciting plan. Just number 7. I can't wait for this to launch because I tell you, every penny in my P wallet is going there. And there's a reason for it because of the IPO. I'll touch on that very soon. Finally, when the IPO is launched, you're going to be able to trade in all your points to buy stock. And they're talking about the stock coming at around $10 a share. That's 2 Pacific Inc. And the president of the company, Dr. Phil-Ming Tzu, has been around the market and knows IPOs. He's done 8 of them. Strongly believes, and he even says, it's going to go from 10 to 100 in a very short time. So that means you're going to have, let's say you had 10,000 there. That'd be $100,000, maybe within a week. Now there are rules for IPOs on when you can sell. Those have not been announced yet, but I will tell you one thing. This is going to explode. Let's look at how all this works just in a moment. I'll keep you in suspense. They're also going to give away 50 million shares or points at the IPO. And this is a sample stock certificate. This is a real one with some of the numbers changed and the name changed. Took that out. This is a certificate you would get. Hopefully, we're waiting on the next IPO. And they were $1 per share. Now, here's the exciting part. Then I'm going to get to the purpose of all of this. $1 per share, and you had to use your e-wallet. You had to have a minimum purchase of $1,000. So we're saying this is an approximation that maybe there were 4,000 to 5,000 members that could buy this. Just 4,000 to 5,000. It wasn't open to the public, and it wasn't open to anyone that didn't have $1,000 in an e-wallet. Out of those 4,000 to 5,000 people, it could have been a little bit more. They sold 2 million shares in 2 hours and 7 minutes. What does that mean? That's the power of this company. Let's look at this whole opportunity in a nutshell right now. I know I'm going a little long, but it's important you understand because this is a major decision you're going to make. Every time somebody comes in, they get a Kingdom card. Plus, there's merchant card services bringing in more Kingdom cards, and there's red cards for other people not in the opportunity. Kingdom cards are being produced and given out every day. Wouldn't you agree the more Kingdom cards that are going to be out there, the higher the stock price when it launches? Number 1. 2 million shares selling in 2 hours and 7 minutes. That shows a history, a track record that this is a popular stock. And this is going to be marketed to all the stockbrokers around the country and maybe around the world that something is about to hit that's explosive. See, there's a record there. And there's so many cards out there. Here's the kicker. The P-Wallet. And this is something I didn't even realize till later on. And most people still don't realize. What can we use the P-Wallet for? Shopping and to buy this stock. Well, guess what? Most people are not going to use it all for shopping because there's going to be people there anywhere from 5,000, to 500,000 to 1 million. Who knows? As this grows with the profit points and all the earnings that people are making. And it's in the P-Wallet. And they can pretty much market that. We can only buy the stock or shop. We're not going to do a lot of shopping with that. We want to get the stock. Some of you will do some shopping, but you're not going to do, that's just too much to do, I think. Seriously, all this money's got to go to the stock, and that's going to be known. And when we all buy the stock with our P-Wallet, when it launches, what does that do to the stock price? Then all the outsiders, everybody out there, around the world, the stockbrokers that are not in the opportunity, they're going to start spreading the word. This is hot. It's going to get a lot of publicity, and the stock is going to explode. You see, many of you may make more money with the stock than the opportunity. Even though the opportunity is so great, you may make more money with that. That's exciting to me, and hopefully it's exciting to you. We're going to get to your questions in just a moment. We don't record the questions section This is the Kingdom Group. We'd like to invite you to our winning team. Are there other teams and groups? Yes, but we believe we provide the best support, training, marketing, videos, webinars, and a lot more coming soon. You want to get with the person that invited you here. Again, we're getting to your questions. We'd like to thank you for your time. This is WCM 777. Glad you could be with us today. Don't think about this too much longer because the opportunity is there right now and it's basement, not even ground floor. We thank you for your time.